Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming back. Welcome to Crypto India. This is your host, Shiv. So, it's a birthday for Bitcoin. So, happy birthday, Bitcoin. October 31st, 6,000 US dollar crypto turns 9 years old, and people still think that Bitcoin would not survive. 9 years of existence of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So on 31st of October 2008, the Bitcoin white paper was available on bitcoin.org, and this was introduced to the world by none other than Satoshi Nakamoto, whom nobody has any clue who he was or who she was or who they were, and it doesn't really matter who they were, but whatever they did for the world is such an amazing thing that they did. Introduce the world to a system wherein can people in the world can transact between each other independent of any third body, and could not only transact but could become their own bank. So a very happy birthday to Bitcoin and many more years to come. So just about 9 years, we have the Bitcoin has reached about 6,000 US dollar. Who thought of this? Here's the small thing that a purely peer-to-peer version of electronic cash would allow online payments to be sent directly from one party to the other group through a financial without a financial institution. Right? This is amazing. And of course, there are currently 3 millions of users of cryptocurrencies. By 2024, this number will be accepted to use exceed 200 million. This is by Blockchain Life. Very interesting news. Amazing. So happy birthday, Bitcoin. Let's have a look at the cryptocurrency market cap. You have Bitcoin at about $6,158, very close to 6,200. Yesterday, when we checked, it was about 6,000. So just in about 12 hours, $200 up. Come on, which market do you see like $200, $300 up every day? Ethereum, $310, not bad at all. And Bitcoin Cash 452. You have Litecoin at 56, Dash 284. Let's have some biggest losers or gainers. I don't see any. Status is down by minus 15%. And yeah, so this is about the top 100 coins on coinmarketcap.com. Let's have a look at this news. Vietnam bans Bitcoin as a payment method. So Vietnam is doing something no other countries do. Japan legalized it as a payment method. Australia did. Vietnam, a very small country, says that okay, Bitcoin is not a legal payment method, and in fact, they're gonna people who accept it as a legal payment method will be charged a penalty. Now, this is the sign of getting more poorer. If this is what the technique a country adopts, not to let people use Bitcoin, rather than embracing, they are hampering their own economy. They are making a loss for themselves. Vietnam is a very small country. Coming up with this decision is not at all going to benefit them. That's what my opinion is. So according to the provisions of law, Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies are not lawful means of payment in Vietnam. The issuance, supply, use of Bitcoin and other similar cryptocurrencies is prohibited. Well, I'm sure they will learn their lesson in a couple of years from now once all these big countries have adopted. And then probably Vietnam will be announcing, okay, let's go ahead and use that Bitcoin as well. So things like that. Similarly, the Indonesia here, Bitcoin banned as a payment method. Adopters will be dealt with Indonesia. Vietnam, Indonesia. Both the countries saying that they are going to ban. Okay, so they are saying that not kind of ban because they are not going to accept Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies as the legal payment method. So something I thought I'll keep you guys updated on. But of course, there is a lot for them to learn from the other developed countries like Japan, Australia, US, and other countries. South Korea was the one yesterday who said that we will go ahead and treat that Bitcoin as a commodity, as a legal payment method, but not as a currency. So, just in case if you're interested in knowing the legality of Bitcoin country by country, this is the link on the Wikipedia, which have the country by country, the status of Bitcoin. You talk about Europe, you talk about Asia, you talk about America, you talk about Africa. So as we know, Bitcoin is a global phenomena, and this will actually tell you that how each country is treating Bitcoin as. So European Union legal, G7 legal. You can scroll down a little bit. Let's talk about country or territory legal, Nigeria, Algeria legal, uh, Canada legal, United States. So anything, anywhere, any place where they have not declared it illegal is considered to be legal, or you can might call it as unregulated, legal or maybe unregulated. Just one of those titles I think would suit. But here is, so Bolivia illegal, and then you have UK better, Saudi Arabia legal, Israel, Jordan, India legal, Bangladesh legal. Bangladesh said that they would not. So there is a statement also as to what has happened in what country, what was the statement, things like that. So something you can go ahead and read it in case you would be interested in. Let's talk about this interesting news. 10 celebrities, 10 surprising celebrities investing into Bitcoins, and this is a big news again. Very interesting. The top 10. So you have Ashton Kutcher, one of the top popular celebrity from Hollywood. He is investing into Bitcoin. Floyd Mayweather, the fighter, the boxer, is investing into Bitcoin. Drew Carey, the game, Harry Redknapp, Donald Glover, Mel B. She's she's investing into Bitcoin. Louis Cohen, Snoop Dogg. So all these are big celebrities, famous celebrities. They believe in Bitcoin technology. They believe in what Bitcoin can bring in the future for the world, and they know the potential of Bitcoin, and they are very much investing and advocating about Bitcoin. And let's have a look at this news here. So when we talk about Bitcoin, why does the Bitcoin exist? So Bitcoin is not a debt to any country, right? And the fiat money is the real debt. The paper money is the real debt. And this graph here actually says the total debt as of today, which is about $63 trillion of debt country by country. So you can see about United States is about 31.8%, the biggest, with 20 trillion US dollar. The biggest country in debt today is United States. And then it's China, 7.9%. Japan is 18.8%. So debt as percentage of GDP, you can have a look at this. This basically gives the percentage of world debt on one page, and very informative. And this is why the cryptocurrency exists, because cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, are not a debt, right? They are, because you cannot just print them, you cannot just bring them into circulation as it when a government want. It has to come through a certain process, and there are only certain limited numbers that cryptocurrencies can be produced in. For example, Bitcoin can only be 21 millions of Bitcoin, and so goes with the other cryptocurrencies. So this is about $63 trillion of world debt in one visualization. And talking about the adoption, this is again a column by column, the country by country here. In the IMF baseline scenario, Greece government debt will reach 275% of GDP by 2060, when its financing needs will present 62% of GDP. But if they do adopt Bitcoin, they might have a different scenario altogether. Now, of course, since the Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are going popular nowadays and everybody wants to learn, there are some classes in these countries here. So Bitcoin mania students are flocking to crypto classes at Stanford and other top computer science school. So Stanford schools and other top schools are having now cryptocurrencies courses, cryptocurrency classes, where an individual can go ahead and learn about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency right from the start how it works, about the wallets, how to store them, why do they exist, what's the technology behind it, how can they be used as a cryptocurrencies. And of course, apart from that, there are a couple of online websites like Coursera, Udemy, and wherein you can learn about Bitcoin. In case you have somebody who would like to go ahead and learn, you can refer them to Udemy. So let me show you how the Udemy looks like. Udemy is here, and then you have Coursera as well. So these are the websites where you can, somebody who is getting started with, I mean, of course, these are not the practical ones, these are more of a theory, but very, very informative websites and very, very informative Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies courses in case somebody just starting with. That's all I have for you right now today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and it's great sharing with you all the updates. And do let me know if you find something exciting, interesting in the comment below. Would love to read that, and let's spread this knowledge and wealth. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Take care.